The experience with the water has been fantastic. It's been the greatest thing in my life. And for my husband, a lot of family members also have had great benefit in the last few weeks. For myself, I had a stroke a year and a half ago and I was doing a whole lot better, but at one point I couldn't hardly talk and my face was real distorted, and since I've been drinking the water, I've had more clarity of thought. My memory is better, just all kinds of things. It's incredible. And for my husband, he's a diabetic on insulin, and his diabetic level of the evening before he goes to bed, he has to take his blood, has never dropped below 165 with the maximum amount of insulin that they could give him, and it's holding right at 90 right now with the water, which is great. The doctors couldn't even do that, so I'm real excited about that. That means internally it's doing some things we don't even know about, so I'm real excited about it. He has had, with diabetes, of course, a neuropathy. It's 100% from his knees down, and in the past, in fact 2 years ago, he had run a nail, 6-inch nail, one of the real construction type nails, through his foot up in there and didn't even know it was there. We still don't know how long it was there. They wanted to amputate not one, but the gangrene had set into the other foot because of rubbing up against each other. And they didn't amputate, but since he has been drinking the water, he had one of the bad sore underneath both big toes, and it was like someone had taken a knife and just split under the toes. And that's pretty common with diabetes, but I kind of opened it up to see how bad it was, and it was clear to the bone. It made me sick. I said, we've got to go in to get a few stitches, you know, because we don't want the gangrene or any worse things to happen. And then I remembered, you know, I was fairly new at drinking the water, but I'd heard that you could use some of the water on the feet to soak them, to spray, and I started doing that. And one of the cuts is already sealed together as if he'd had stitches. The other one is about 75%. So it's coming right along, and I mean, it's just amazing, just amazing. I'm drinking it and I'm receiving a lot of benefit within my body that some benefit I may not know or understand for a long time, or if ever, but the first week of drinking the water I lost 12 pounds and I'm continually losing some. But anyway, that in itself is great, but it's also lowered my blood sugar because I'm a diabetic also, so it's pretty normalized. Mine was not really high. I had it pretty much controlled with diet and exercise, and but still it's lowered it 20 to 30 points, which was excellent for me because that gave me a more normal numbers. Mine was not as high as his, so I didn't have to drop as low, but it still helped, and I couldn't do it without the water. I'm on all the medicines I give for diabetes and the maximum amount, and it wasn't controlling it as well as I am with water. So I do. I share the water with many people. One of my sisters, in short, was going in. Her blood sugar would not drop below 365, which is very, very high. I'd be in the hospital or dead if mine was ever that high. But hers was that high, and for 3 months she had done everything she could, the maximum amount of medications by law that they could have her on, all without going on the needle. The doctor told her within those 3 months, if she did not bring down her diabetes to a normal level, or at least bring it down, that she would go on the needle. And at 6 o'clock one night, I took her a gallon of water and I said, this is your answer. For what it had been doing for me, the benefit I had already received from it, I felt like that she would receive some benefit. I just didn't know how much, but I was real excited. And she drank it. She stayed up all night and drank the water, and of course, you know, had to be at the doctor the next morning at 7 o'clock. And the plan was, if her sugar level did not come down, she was going on the needle, which was a great fear for her. And overnight, drinking 1 gallon of the water, her blood sugar dropped 101 points. And that is amazing. I mean, the doctors, the medications, nothing could have done it. The walking, all the exercise, all the very organic foods, specialized diet for her to be on, trying to lower it. Nothing else would do it, but this water did it. So I am excited.